is about firing employees, right? So a lot of us are hesitant about firing because uh, it's a hard thing to do. How do you say if you're a first time founder and if you're a first time managing an employee, doing your first firing decision is going to be extremely tough. In my case, I didn't sleep that night. Like, I was crying actually. What did I do? It's such an inhuman thing to do. So I felt really bad, terrible for a couple of days. Then I think I actually read across a blog, right? And that gave me some peace to my heart. So I'm going to share the same piece of thing that I had. So firing an employee becomes tough because somehow or not you're emotionally connected to every member of your team. And even though the member is non-performing, you would think that what would he do? Like, would he be able to get his next job? Am I spoiling his career? You get questions like this, right? And a lot of times the questions like this, and especially if you're a person who is very kind, it impacts you. My co-founder was very kind, so it used to impact him a lot. And even my case, like the first firing decision was extremely tough. But remember this thing, right? So when you run a company, so I'll give you a simpler example, right? So suppose Indian Army is there, right? So the aim of the army is to protect the country, right? But they have to kill other enemies, right? So they have to kill Pakistani forces or any other forces that are coming into the country. So if they don't do that, because if they feel human that killing is not right, and we cannot survive because internally we can't stay safe without doing that. So in order to keep your organization alive, in order to keep the dream of the organization alive, sometimes it is better that we let go of people. It's not because they're poor, it's just because that each person is different, right? Some people do well in some environments, some people do well in corporate environments when there is lots of freedom, lots of discipline, lots of procedure. Some people do well in certain things, right? And some people need to be pushed. If you're not a pushy manager, he might not be able to work. Some people like a lot of space, they don't want to be micromanaged. Some people can't work on ambitious deadlines, right? So it's not necessary that every employee fits into a startup mode. So this is something that even the employees need to understand and the founders need to understand, right? So sometimes we make the wrong hiring decisions because that's how it is. Like, you're hiring for this. How much ever good you do, we don't accept that because it's our ego that comes in the way. But we definitely make bad hiring decisions. Even today I make bad hiring decisions. I'm trying to improve it, but it so happens. But the only thing you can do to correct it is firing people as quickly as possible, as ruthlessly as possible. Why is that I say so? Because it's the right thing to do, not for you, for your organization. Suppose there are 10 employees and there are 8 employees who are working very hard and couple of them are not really the right fit, they are unable to perform. So it's better that they find somewhere else where they're able to perform, because that way you're doing the right thing for them and also doing the right thing for the company. Because if this has to survive, you still have to keep paying the 8 people, you still have to run the show. Why do you want to spend off the existing cash on something that you do not believe in, right? So it's better off that we part ways on good grounds. But be humble, be nice, help them in whatever way possible to get to the next place. That's the most human thing you can do. But do not shy away from firing, right? Like, if you have to make a firing decision and if you're struggling to do it, I hope this video helps you and you do the right decision. Think that you're doing the right thing for your company. Like Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita fought a war because that's the right thing to do. You have to stand by and do your job. That's why you're paid. That's why you're the CEO. You have to be the benefactor of a lot of people, not a benefactor of a few people, right? I hope this helps you guys, and let me know, right, how is it and what challenges you're facing in your firing decisions. What dilemmas do you have? How can I help you? Because like, if I find something interesting in the comments, I'm surely going to put out a video about it.